Yeah, this is a good stalling league.
May the grace of Prospero relieve you of your anguish and aid this soldier and become a weapon to crush the unjust!
Here's the weapon I got. You can see it as tier 1 mana, tier 1 mana regen, and then this garbage gain 4 mana per enemy killed. Now, you might be saying, why is the garbage one on there? Well, that is actually important to guaranteeing these other two. So, looking at the Craft of Exile here, we have, looking at the suffix percent chances, 47% here for mana regen, and then 47% for gain enemy mana per kill. And then combining those together, we have like a 95% chance, a little bit over. So if we guarantee these three, it becomes an 89% chance to hit this one and a 95% chance that one. So it is a very, very, very high percent chance here to hit these three modifiers. If we were to only do 2 fractured mods, then it would become a gamble between hitting this 47% or this 47%. So you might as well do both. If you look at the weighting numbers, they're very high compared to the ones in the prefix. So you might be thinking, oh, but if there's 3, what if you hit another bad prefix instead? Well, since these weighting numbers are so much higher than any of these other prefixes, we will pretty much always get suffixes over a prefix. Now, I can't show a 3 mod generation here because the website doesn't have it. But if you look, you can see it is almost always getting suffixes over 2 prefixes. Now, in the case of actually crafting it, it will be getting 1 prefix and 2 suffixes. But here you can see it is hitting it sometimes. It is possible to hit it, but it is much more likely to hit these ones. Alright, here are the corpses that you should use. It's a little bit different than what the craft clip that I showed did. That was not optimal. That was me just throwing things in. Here is the more optimized version. It's not perfectly optimal, but it is pretty damn close. So for increased chance, all we want is mana. So we put 11 mana in. For scarcer, 4 attack, 3 attribute, 15 caster, 3 critical, 4 elemental, 3 life, 9 fizz, 1 res. And then, very important here, 22 modifier tier rating. So this gets us to 1100. What this does is it eliminates every modifier except for tier 1, which is what we want, on both of these. So you're guaranteed tier 1 when it hits this. And not only that, it removes the bad tiers of the things we don't want, making it very, very unlikely that we actually hit another tier of this. Since only tier 1, it's literally a 1 weighting. 1 out of 24,603. It'll hit this one in particular. You can see why it's like doubly effective. And then after this, you're gonna want 12 fractured ones to get the 300% fracture chance, which will have got 87 graves used. And then your last grave will be used to do -1 explicit modifier in order to get 3 mods only. Alright, so the second half of crafting the weapon, once you got your fractured base, here's what you're gonna do. Pretend the modifiers I have on there aren't there, okay? Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a deafening essence of misery, and then that'll give you cast speed. You're gonna slap it onto your fractured base until you get 32% increased cast speed. Now, if you're too poor, it's fine if it's lower than that, but you might as well at least get 32 if you're going to continue with the next crafting steps. Now, if you're really poor, you can just slap one of these bad boys on and then craft like increased spell damage, and you're good to go. But if you want to take it up to the next level, which is not really necessary, but it's nice, is you're going to get the cast speed. No prefixes. Make sure there's no prefixes. It can only be the cast speed. And then you come here and you craft. Suffixes cannot be changed. That should be the only prefix. When you have that, you're going to get a veiled orb. And and you are going to use it on it. It is guaranteed to hit the suffix cannot be changed craft. Cannot hit your suffix, can't be changed. Then, once it has the veiled mod on it, you're going to put it back in the crafting bench, craft the lowest tier of his percent, and then you're going to go unveil it. And then when you unveil it, you have a much higher percent chance to hit something good, either spell damage or lightning. Scroll down here. I'll do it on this one where I don't have anything clicked. Veiled. You can see the percent here. 29% chance for lightning damage. 29% chance for this spell damage. 29% chance for that spell damage. So it's like 90% chance you hit something good. You might have to do it multiple times. If you do it multiple times, you are going to have to redo the essence thing and then recraft the suffix can be changed. Use another Veiled Orb. That is the finished weapon right there. If you're wondering why I chose this garbage base type, it's because I was originally planning on leap slamming around with my movement as my movement skill, but things changed and somebody enlightened me to this tech of Frostblink of Wintry Blast, which apparently I thought was garbage on its own, but apparently it's pretty good if you have it linked with like Spell Echo, and it's pretty fast. I'll have a video out on that explaining it more if people are interested. But yeah, basically it can be either a wand or a scepter base. Doesn't have to be Karui Scepter. Void or Opal, your two best bets if you're going to do a scepter. If you're going to do a wand, probably want Profane Wand or Heathen Wand or whatever your int can handle.